The power of good habits. The alarm on Leo's phone buzzed at exactly 6 a.m. In the past, this sound was the cue for a frustrating ritual. Hit snooze 4 times, drag himself out of bed at 6:45 a.m, scald his tongue on rushed coffee, and sprint out the door already stressed. But 3 months ago, Leo decided he was tired of starting every day in a state of panic. He decided to experiment with a few small, non-negotiable good habits. Instead of reaching for the snooze button, Leo used the 5-second rule. He counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and stood right up. His routine was simple, but it changed everything. Hydrate first. Before touching his phone or coffee, he drank a full glass of water placed on his nightstand the night before. Make the bed. A 30-second task, but it served as his first visual victory of the day. Then came the 20-minute move. He didn't commit to an intense, grueling gym session. He just stepped outside for a brisk 20-minute walk while listening to a podcast. At first, his brain screamed for the comfort of his warm blankets, but by week 3, the friction disappeared. The routine became automatic. The real magic of Leo's morning habits wasn't just that he felt more awake, it was how those habits spilled into the rest of his life. Because he wasn't rushing, he arrived at his office 15 minutes early. He used that quiet time to practice another good habit, the top 3. He wrote down the 3 most important tasks he needed to accomplish that day before opening his overwhelming inbox. One afternoon, a major project shifted deadlines, throwing his entire department into a frenzy. In the past, Leo would have spiraled into anxiety, fueled by skipped meals and caffeine jitters. Instead, anchored by the discipline and mental clarity of his morning routine, he stayed calm. He broke the project down into bite-sized steps, delegated effectively, and led his team to finish ahead of schedule. His manager noticed. "Leo, you've been incredibly sharp and centered lately. How do you stay so organized?" Leo smiled, thinking of his unmade bed and the rushed mornings of his past. Just a few small changes in the morning, honestly. They add up. A few months later, Leo sat on his balcony on a crisp Saturday morning, sipping tea. He looked around his tidy apartment, felt the physical energy in his body, and thought about his recent promotion at work. He realized that good habits are like compound interest. On day 1, drinking water and walking for 20 minutes feels insignificant. But repeated day after day, those tiny choices compound into a completely different trajectory for your life. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Will Durant. Leo set his mug down, laced up his sneakers, and stepped out into the morning air.